Take 5 with Ricovibes, the ultimate in entertainment. Live interviews, social commentary, and so much more. Go tell somebody you're now locked into Take 5 with Ricovibes.
It's yours truly, Ricovibes, and welcome to another edition of Take 5. Now, we often invite entrepreneurs in, and we've got the one and only...
Al.
Introduce yourself, Al.
Yes.
From Riceandtees.com.
Yes, sir.
So why Rice and Teas?
Why not?
Why not? I take it you like rice.
A little bit, a little
Yeah.
bit, a little bit, all kind of rice. But really, the brand is it's a Caribbean inspired brand. Right?
Okay.
And it's a t-shirt and apparel clothing company.
Gotcha.
But t-shirts are our main thing.
Okay.
But we have other things as well.
Okay.
So because it's a Caribbean brand and it even has a little bit of African influences in there as well, I wanted to name it with something that was like common amongst
So rice
that
and
group.
take off for rice and peas.
Yeah,
Is
so
it?
so rice and peas, because at first I was gonna call it teas and rice,
Okay.
right? Because some people call it peas and rice,
Okay, right.
But I thought rice and teas was catchier,
Right.
But the rice, that's a commonality between us, because whether you have in Africa jollof rice,
Right.
Trinidad you have your pulau rice,
Right.
Haitian have the black rice,
Correct.
Then you have the rice and peas,
Right.
Spinach rice, cook up rice, and got all kind of That's something every Caribbean. That's something
identify
on the
with.
plate, exactly.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
kind of unified us and the brand to make it all, make sense.
Come together. What's your background? Where you from?
Originally Spanish Town, Jamaica.
Jamaica. Okay.
Right? Spain Town. Bang, bang,
Spain
bang,
Town.
bang.
Yeah, I've driven to Spain Town a couple of times. That's not a place. No offense, that's not a place I want to be around.
It was all right. I mean, it wasn't too bad, right? When you went?
Right. So is this something you always wanted to do, or did you just happen to stumble onto it or something like that?
I guess I've always had the entrepreneurship bug.
Gotcha.
Right? I think everybody, Caribbean, American, whatever, I think we're hard workers and we always have, side hustles and so forth.
Absolutely.
Right? So originally I was born in Jamaica. I was born in Spanish Town.
Good.
I grew up in Canada
Okay.
mainly, and then I came to the US like in the late 90s.
Okay.
Right? And I've been here since. I've my background training is actually in healthcare. Right? That's what I went to school for. I went to HBCU, and I've been doing that formally. However, since my college days, I've been doing entrepreneurship.
Okay.
I had like a restaurant on campus. I actually had apparel that I was selling on campus.
Wow. You know what they say about West Indians? We have 10 jobs.
Right? Yes, almost job, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just something that it was second nature.
Right.
And then I actually had another brand before. It was same idea but a different market. It was more in the athletic health space,
Gotcha.
so to speak. Yeah. And then
So
I
what
just-
what make your brand any different? Because there's so many brands out there now. Back in the day there was one or two, but there's so many now. What makes yours stand out from the rest?
That's a good question. There are a lot of brands right now. Definitely in the apparel clothing space.
Correct.
However, there aren't that many Caribbean brands.
True.
Right? If we just have a brand that's just like you sell a shirt or you have a clothing line, yes. But now when you niche down into this particular market, there's not as many. However, in terms of to answer your question, what makes our brand stand out is what the brand represents, a story behind it.
Okay.
Right? Every one of our designs, it has a meaning. I have to give you the full story of the brand, right? So I broke the brand up into different collections,
Okay.
right? And everything is, again, tied into our culture, our language, our colloquialisms, our humor, our music,
Right.
all those things are mixed in, right? So, for instance, the Bad Gal collection, that's like our female line, right? And that line was inspired by the women in my family, the women of the culture, right? And their strength, their resilience, their ambition, their beauty, right?
Gotcha.
And I want to
Gotcha.
take all that and put it into fashion.
Gotcha.
Most of the time, you'll see a line, it'll just be something. There's no story or history
True.
or context behind it.
True.
So that's probably the main difference between my line and anyone else's. There's a lot of history and context behind everything. Like this shirt I'm wearing right now, this is the Caribbean Boys Club. Right. So this is like
with a money bag.
yeah. So again, talking about our hustlers mentality, our
Correct.
entrepreneurial spirit.
Correct.
Right. That ties into it. And it says Caribbean Boys Club. So it's like a club.
Got it.
Membership has its privileges, right? That's
Got
what
it.
American Express used to
Got
say.
it. Right.
So the Caribbean Boys, it's like the unifier, the hustler mentality. And this is a more simple one. Like my son is wearing one right there, and you see it says Badmine on it.
Right.
And it's in flames.
With the flames, right.
Okay, hence Bun Badmine.
Got it.
Right?
Okay.
So it's like, it's again using a common terminology.
Right.
And
Stuff we use that we talk about every day.
Exactly. But it's a message behind it to think positive
Right.
and, to work together and so forth.
Well, how many different lines do you have? Or how many different, I could say, tiers to the lines?
We have a few collections, right? So generally speaking, we'll have like the female line, which is like the bad gal collection. That is using the terminology bad gal and the phrase bad gal things.
Gotcha.
That I actually happen to own as well.
Okay.
I have the trademark for that. Okay. And then we have the Rude Boy collection. Again, it's our men's line. Then I have the Culture collection. The Culture collection like just speaks to like the different colloquialisms and stuff throughout the Caribbean. And then I have the One Blood collection. The One Blood collection is more focused on the connection between the Caribbean and Africa.
Okay.
Right? And it's more of a unify,
Right.
Africa the motherland type of thing.
Got it.
So that's what I have. I have a bunch of designs in each.
Right.
But I couldn't even tell you how many I have. But it's typically that the male, the female line, the general culture line, and then the One Blood line. Okay. But all our tees are unisex, really, so anyone can wear it, with the exception of like the Bad Gal collection, like the phrases and stuff on there is going to be more female. But in terms of the styling itself, all our tees are unisex.
Okay. Wow. How long have the company been in business?
We've been in business for I don't know, 5 years. 5 years? 5 years maybe.
How has the reception been?
It's been great.
Yeah.
It's been great. Anybody that sees this loves it. Right? If you're from the Caribbean, if you're from the Caribbean and you see it,
you kind of identify with the slangs, right?
Instantly.
Right.
And these are only a couple of our designs. I
Wow.
If you really, go to the website and look at the different things that we have, I promise you're going to see something you can identify with. Because we cover everything. We have stuff for the people who are into dancehall. We have stuff for the people who are into soca. We have stuff for, the bougie conservative Caribbean people that don't like the Ray Ray and all that stuff. Right? We have the Christian stuff.
The uptown folks.
Right? We have stuff for you. We have stuff for the Rasta. We have stuff for the revolutionary. We have a little bit of everything that can just connect you with the culture. So you should find something that you like.
Got it. Now, being that it's called Riceandtees, do you have a winter collection? Because we don't really wear t-shirts in the winter time here. So
right. Yes, we do.
Okay.
We definitely have some sweaters
Okay.
and some hoodies and some jackets, some really nice jackets.
Okay.
This fall, probably September, even before actual fall sets in, I'm going to be dropping this new collection of hoodies and jackets. This military jacket and this hoodie.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Okay.
And this other jacket, I don't want to give too much out because I'm going to be doing a giveaway.
Right.
But I promise you, those 3 products alone for the fall and winter,
really,
no one else is touching that. All right, not to sound arrogant or anything like that, but I promise you, once they see it, no one else is touching that. It's not even close.
Wow. How do you go about picking your colors? I know you got the black on today with the Rasta colors, so to speak. How do you go about choosing your colors?
I mean, it's just really, it's a fashion thing. Like I typically like to have something with a red, gold, and green in the line at some point because it's very common unifier. Right. But really, it's just a fashion thing. There's no particular rhyme or reason behind picking the colors. Like the line itself is meant to be fashionable, but it's really meant to be like a movement of ownership and controlling the narrative of our culture. That's what's really behind the line. It's something fashionable, but it's also about someone from the culture controlling the culture and how it's shared with the world.
Okay.
So like it's always going to be fashionable. We're going to go with spring colors, fall colors. We're going to make sure it matches with shoes and outfits. It's something that's very wearable. Right, but
now, when I think of Caribbean lines, and one of the first one that comes to me is to mind is Kuya.
Yeah.
You got Kuya, you got Rep JA, those guys.
Yeah.
Did you look at them to get any influence at all? I mean, obviously you're not going to copy their styles, but did they influence you at all?
No, not officially. Like, they inspired me, right? They inspired me. But some of those brands, I didn't even discover them until after I got into the space.
Oh, really? Wow.
I got to the space, and then I see these other brands. I'm like, oh, this is a brand. Yeah. And now I'm looking at them. I'm like, seeing, do we have anything similar?
Gotcha.
Yeah, but no, they were always been inspirations. So once I saw them, I was like, okay, wow, they've been here. I don't know if they started at the same time. They've been here longer, but they're doing great. I like the products they're putting out. So
of course.
Yeah, but typically we just everything that you see is just off the top.
Where do you go from here? You have the T-shirts, you've got coming up with the sweats, the military styles and all that. Where do you go from here?
Well, with fashion, like definitely want to be a household name, right? So we want to keep the brand going, and of course making sure that people have like consistent clothing that represents their culture moving forward. Expanding the Riceandtees brand into the Caribbean community to do more, meaning like we're going to be doing like scholarships.
Okay.
Different schools in the Caribbean covering school fees and stuff like that. Doing charitable give backs and so forth. Sponsoring different events, and then maybe even potentially branching off into other businesses that not necessarily Caribbean, but using this as a platform. So like hypothetically, let's say we're called Riceandtees. What if we want to spring into a restaurant and get into food and get a food truck or something like that?
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
So there's a lot of different things, but it's really just spreading our name and making sure that we're making a positive impact within our community.
How about the entertainment field? I know I saw you at the Sham show.
Yeah.
How about the branching out into that entertainment space?
In the entertainment space, now myself, I'm not a DJ. All right. Big respect to all the DJs and the selectors. Big up Baby Sham. In the entertainment space, personally, I don't have that type of talent to do that. Like that's
I was talking about just getting the brand in that space.
Oh, but getting the brand in the space, definitely. We want this brand on everybody who's of Caribbean heritage or who loves Caribbean culture. So definitely, if you're an entertainer, model, singer, selector, podcast host, right, we want you in the product. So definitely, getting the brand on everybody. I want for you to just go on social media and you see your favorite artist, and just as quick as you see them in a pair of Nikes or in a Gucci shirt, you see them in something from Riceandtees.
Okay. How can you get them the website? How can they get in contact with you? So
you want to go to riceandtees.com. Everything is spelled out: RICEANDTEES. Our Instagram is shop Riceandtees, and our TikTok is @Riceandtees.
What else do you want folks to know? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I really just want you guys to check us out. Really check the brand out. If you see something you like, definitely go ahead and purchase it. Tell a friend. Follow us on social media. See some of the good that we're doing. Become a part of it, and just help us build a community. All right, so that's really it. I just want you guys to see what we have to offer and just help us build a community and further the brand, so we could do good things collectively for the Caribbean and the diaspora.
Is it only available on the website, or can we go into a store in Jamaica?
So right now it's just on the website. We do. Well, let me take that back. We're on the website. We're actually in some stores. Like we're in Rhythm's clothing store in St. Croix.
Okay.
Right, they carry our stuff on a regular basis.
In the VI. Okay.
Yes. Other than that, we do pop-up shops. So we're not in like other stores right now. We have had inquiries to do so. I just haven't taken that route yet. I've pulled the trigger on a couple people like Rhythm and stuff, people like that. But right now we're mainly online and we're doing pop-up shops throughout. However, if you do have a store and you're interested in carrying Riceandtees, just reach out to me on Instagram, or you could go to the website and we have our contact information there. And
most people now, most brands now are only online anyway, so it's not unusual.
Right.
I just wanted to know if you were, if there was a brick and mortar anywhere that they can get it from.
Yeah, not only right now. St. Croix is the only other brick and mortar that will carry our stuff. Other than that, you'll have to get it online or one of our pop-up shops.
And I'm looking at the quality of the shirts. They look pretty good.
Oh no, these shirts are top of the line. Like I select a certain brand that I print on, so it's not like a regular brand. These shirts will be good wash after wash in some years down the road.
So what I like about it is the sleeve. I hate the big
the
white sleeves. I like the one that
that hugs.
Hugs. There you go.
Yeah, it's a certain type of tee that some people use, and some people opt for like a less expensive shirt. It's a quick fix. This one it costs more, but it's a quality brand.
Right.
So and we go anywhere from extra small all the way up to 3X, and in some cases 5X. But this, you can ask any customer. Look at our reviews and testimonials year after year. I have people I've seen that purchase shirt 2 years, 3 years down the road, still wearing them fresh, and it's in great condition. And it's on purpose. It's intentional, because I select a particular shirt that I use for this, for that very reason. I don't want to give out anything cheap.
Right.
Right?
All right. Well, once again, folks, special guest today, Riceandtees.com. Make sure you check it out, and make sure you get, cop one for Christmas.
Definitely.
Thanksgiving, whatever.
And, we could do something with the Flavor Radio, if you want to do some giveaways, because listen,
Not a problem.
When I tell you about this fall stuff that's coming out, and Atlanta gets cool, I promise you.
Really?
When this hit, I promise you.
I'm interested in the army, the military way already, because I like that type of stuff.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Especially the women, when you see the stuff that's dropping, they're going to go crazy for it. So what I want to do is like a giveaway. We could work something out. We'll put together a little package, and then we'll have a contest or something like that. We'll select a winner. And then, we'll get them, their rice and tea starter kit.
No problem.
They'll be official.
Problem. See, you guys heard it, right? You heard it from his mouth, not mine. His mouth. So, just share this video, let everybody know what's going on, and, you may be a winner. You never know.
Definitely. Just follow us at Shop Riceandtees on Instagram. We're going to be doing giveaways. Are we in September yet? No. Starting September forward, just look out. We have a lot of contests. And I'm telling you, listen. The swimsuits. Go to the page right now. We have swimsuits, swim trunks, T-shirts, sweaters, pullovers, jackets, socks, hats, duffel bags.
Really?
Clutch, purses.
What?
A whole line. And it's stylish quality. Trust me, you will not regret this.
And the colors. All right. Well, folks, there you have it. Another edition of Take 5, the entrepreneurial side of Take 5.
Yes.
All right. Appreciate it, my brother.
Thank you, Rico. Big up.
All right, we'll catch you on another edition real soon of Take 5.
This episode of Take 5 with Ricovibes is brought to you by
Join us this and every Sunday for Memory Lane Sundays at Premier Restaurant and Lounge, featuring music by some of Atlanta's top DJs, playing the best oldies but goodies. Complimentary chicken with rice and peas with drink purchase. Doors open 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. sharp. Free parking, free admission, and free food. Dining, drinking, dancing, and hookahs each and every Sunday at Memory Lane Sundays. Inside Premier Restaurant and Lounge, 6924 Main Street in Lithonia.